Hello everybody, Corey here. Sorry I haven't been able to do the weekly roundups or even get the estimate video out or the estimates video out sooner. And I just realized, so let's hide this one because we won't need it. And this will be our initial video, and I don't know if y'all want me to do. I know normally there are some people that want me to do the update every day. Of course, in this case, the distributions will be announced Wednesday morning. So unless somehow, some reason I did this really early tomorrow night, this will probably be the one and only video to get out. So I do apologize. I did have, just got back from New York on Friday morning, like 5 o'clock in the morning is when we got back in the house, and I had drilled this weekend, and then I haven't felt that great the last couple of days either. So just apologize in general for the semen, as Rod would put it. Seemed like I was missing in action recently, and I have gotten behind, and I totally regret it. I will do better since I haven't had this issue all these months since I started. I have caught up, I think, with as best as I'm going to be able to at this point, and then just try to do better these next 2 weeks to get back on track. So anyway, so we're going to go over this. I won't go over the stuff as if it was my weekly video and I would go over every little thing and we'd talk through it. I'll do it for the first one here. For AIYY, which I realize now I'm going to have to add in ABNY in here, but we'll go through this since we do have a lot of people, just so everybody can understand it for the first one, and then you can see all of this data for the rest of them. And so the reason, we do this so we can see all the data in one screenshot, so we're not having to keep scrolling over to the side, and we can see everything here. But, so we can see here we have our declaration date of the 3rd, which is Wednesday, with the ex-dividend date of the 5th, which is Friday. Do know that the market closes at 1 o'clock Eastern time on Wednesday. So you do have a little bit of shorter of a day than you would normally have to buy in if you're trying to buy in, the on declaration date versus waiting till ex-dividend date when it drops by the declaration amount, of course, which is Friday, and then of course the market will be closed Thursday. So here we have AIYY, our outstanding shares as of it's actually, well, it'll be as of today. Trying to think of how I have that formula set up. Holdings E17. Okay, I guess that holdings hadn't been updated yet, and I'd already saved this data. So when I did it, it still said July 1st, so I apologize for that. And that was when I had ABNY up, which isn't even here. But anyway, so these will be the holdings as of the end of day today. And then the percentage next to it is going to be the percentage of change for this pay period. So in this case, we're at a little over 3.2 million, and it has gone up. The outstanding shares have gone up 21% this period. And then, of course, it started an ex-dividend date at 12.68 for AIYY, and now the current price is 11.71 for AIYY, so it's gone down 97 cents or 8%. And then we have the version for AI. So the AI stock was at 30.30, It's now at 28.61. It's gone down $1.69 or 6%. And then the reason that the 6% in this case is green is because AI did better than AIYY. And then we have the ranking below that. Overall, AIYY has ranked 18, while AI has ranked 16 amongst the underlying. And then if we go down into the next section, the top green there, that's the historical data for the distribution range. It is ranged between 40 cents and $1.35, or 29% to 84% yield. Last month's distribution was 88 cents with a yield of 78%. And so that's the historical data. Then on the next slide, we have the implied volatility, the 30-day implied volatility. So it's 43% for the data pulled from the website as of today for AI, which gives an estimate of 42 cents distribution. Now, this is the IV for today. This is not IV for the last 4 weeks, added, averaged, or anything else. It's only for today. So, and then we have the short call or short put premium received. And just as a reminder, these are not going to be 100% accurate for these, because there is some data missing here and there from the last couple of weeks. And again, I apologize for that. So these could be the averages and or the short call amounts. Short premium amounts could be a little bit higher there. And then, of course, if you want to see, we have the short call all trades, which means the net of the shorts, and I guess it should say short call / put again. Let me update that. So I don't guess I saw that before. My goodness. Okay. So it'll be updated next that time. And then we have the synthetic trades. And then, of course, the total trades for the short calls or puts and the synthetics. And then I'll have to update this because this does not include the long calls for the short ETFs like Crash. And then at the bottom, we have the current estimated distribution range. So this range is based off of these three. So you can see it's highlighted bold around them with the line. This is the range for those three there. This is the average for those three. And, that's just the average yield. Now, most of the time, or a lot of the time, it's going to be close to the short premium received, but not always. And again, we don't have 100% of the data for all of these this time, or 100% accurate. And I say that because I can have trades and still use the holdings to estimate the trades that might have happened. And then, of course, these down here, the actual dollar amounts. Now, so let's go to the bottom. So our last ex-dividend date was June 6th. So this earn period, we're looking at about June 5th to, that's hand typed, isn't it? It's not going to be July 3rd. That should be July 2nd because the announcement is the 3rd. So, of course, I've already overwrote the formulas here. I don't know why I put that there last time, or when I initiated this last month. But let me... And that number of Fridays is because I was going to change a calculation, and then, of course, I haven't gotten around to that. So it looks like there was a short number of days this month. 19 total there. So we've completed 18, and then we have tomorrow 19, the 19th day, and then they'll declare Wednesday morning. And then, of course, this is all assuming that the earn days are the day before declaration, which may or may not be the case. So just keep that in mind as well. All right. So that's just to give you, oh, did I show this to you? Sorry. I updated on my computer. So we have 19 days. We have 1 day left, or 5% left. We've completed 18 or 95% of the days. So I won't go over that with each one of these. The data will be there if you want to see it. So let's move on. Usually I only go in depth with the first one, on the very first video that I do, and then the other ones are just updates, just because people like to see the possible number change. But we won't really have that this time, because I doubt, usually I don't, the night before, I don't usually have time to actually get the data out, probably before most people are asleep, because of the holdings not coming in or being updated until late in the evenings. So let's move on. So we have AMDY. Our outstanding shares have increased only about 7%. Last month's distribution, 90 cents. Based on the IV, we're looking at about 59 cents. And based on the short call premium received, we're looking at about 65 cents. So if we look at our range, we're looking at 59 to 90 cents with an average of about 71 cents here. If we move on to AMZ here, our outstanding shares have gone up 34%. Wow, AMC has gone up 9%. Amazon has gone up 9% this period. $15. Wow, $15. And AMZ's gone up 3% or 66 cents. All right. Last month's distribution was 95 cents. Based on the IV, we're looking at about 75 cents. Based on the short call premium that I have annotated, it's like 51 cents. That gives us a range of 51 to 95 cents, or a 70 cent average. I don't know, but I would expect that this one would probably be, I don't know, maybe closer to last month's distribution. I don't know. It's gone up 66 cents. We'll see. But looking at Apple here, outstanding shares have increased 15%. Last month's distribution was 40 cents. Right now, based on IV, we're at about 35 cents. Short call premium received, we're looking at 41 cents. So a really tight knit here between 35 to 41 cents, with about an average of 39 cents. Of course, you can see Apple's gone up $1 or 6% there this past month. Of course, its highest distribution has only been 63 cents, so we'll see what happens. We have Coney here. Outstanding shares have increased 18%. Last month's distribution was $1.70. Based on current IV, we're looking at $1.11. Based on the short call premium that we have annotated here, we're at $1.07. So a range of $1.07 to $1.70, with a current average of $1.29. Coney has actually gone down, so we're down $1.46 here for this month. So I don't know. Our lowest distribution ever paid here is $1.08. So we'll see. Dizzo, outstanding shares have increased 17%. Last month's distribution was 44 cents. This month, based on IV, it estimates 32 cents. Based on the short call, we have documented 39 cents. So we have a range of 32 to 44 cents with an average of 39 cents. If we look at Phoebe here, outstanding shares have increased 7%. The stock's actually gone up this past month. We're up 55 cents. But the last distribution was 69 cents with the IV estimate of 72 cents and short call premium documented of 47 cents. So that puts us at 47 to 72 cents range with an average of 63 cents. Which is about, what they've gone up 55 cents, and that's in the middle of their distribution, historical distribution there. GDXY, so this will be the first distribution for this one. This stock has actually gone down $1. Based on our IV, it would be about 48 cents. Based on the short call premium received, we're looking at like 71 cents. So we don't have a lot of data here for this one. Let me look real quick. I can't remember. Okay, May 21st. So we're about a month and a half on this one. So we'll see if they pay around 60 cents or so here. All right, so we have GUI. Our outstanding shares have increased 27%. The stock itself has actually gone up 71 cents. Last month's distribution was 69 cents. Based on the IV, we're looking at 46 cents. Based on the short call premium documented, 44 cents. That gives us a range of 44 to 69 cents with an average of 53 cents. Now, like I said, they've gone up 71 cents. The last month was 69 cents that they paid. It's actually the highest that they've paid out. And they've gone up this past month. So I don't know that they'll try to pay close to that again or not. But you see the numbers that we have listed here so far for this month. We have JPMO. The outstanding shares have increased 23%. Stock's only gone up about 26 cents from last month. Last month's distribution was 35 cents. Right now, based on the IV, we're looking at about 37 cents. And what we're looking at for short call premium received, we're looking at like 42 cents. So right now we're looking at a range about 35 to 42 cents. Gives us an average of 38 cents. Which is about a middle of our historical and just a little bit more of what we actually have gone up over this past month. If we look at Murney, Moderna had a hit because it did a quick run up real fast and knew it was just a matter of time before it came back down. So Moderna went from 158 down to 116 here. So we're down $42 or 27%. For Murney itself, we're almost down $4 or 20% here. So, of course, we have a huge historical range here, 41 cents to 265. Last month we were at 84 cents. Right now, based on IV, we're looking at 64 cents. If we look at the short call premium, we're looking at 90 cents. That gives us a range of 64 to 90 with the average of 80. But I would say, based on this stock losing so much money, that they're going to pay out I would expect a minimum distribution here because it's already down, 20% or $4 in the past month, and we're almost at $15. So I expect a lower distribution this month for Murney. And then we have MSFO. Outstanding shares have increased 12%. The stock's actually increased $1.02. Of course, our historical distribution is 28 to 78 cents, so we've actually gone up more than our historical distribution. Last month's distribution was only 48 cents. Right now, based on IV, we're looking at 42 cents. But if we look at the short call premium that we have documented here, we're looking at 53 cents. So that gives us a small range there, 42 to 53 cents, with an average of 48 cents. So we'll see. That's exactly what they paid last month. I don't remember how much it came up last month or whatever, but that would only be half of what it actually came up this month. So who knows, maybe they'll pay a little bit more than that average there. And then we have Misty here. Outstanding shares have increased 62%. And the MicroStrategy's come down 20% or $330. And Misty's down like $3.38 or 11%. So our range has been 252 to 413. Last month they paid 303. Right now, based on the IV, we're looking at $2.04. Based on the short call premium, we have documented it's at $2. So that gives us a range of $2 to $3 with the average of about $2.35. Of course, on top of the fact that the stock has dropped to 338. Of course, it still gives us a $28.50 stock price, but so we're still up there. But based on this data, of course, on this one they'll pay whatever. They may try to pay around the $3 again, just because the first one they paid $4.13, the second one was $2.52, and then the third one was $3, sort of in between those two numbers. So I don't know if they're going to try to use that as their, what they're going to try to pay close to, or not. But so anyway, we'll see what they do, but we're looking $2 to $3 there. We do have Netflix here with a 0% increase. Of course, it's green, so it did go up a little bit. Might only been about 25,000 though. Of course, Netflix actually, the stock price itself went up. Historical distribution, we're looking at 42 to $1.36, but last month was only 63 cents. But based on the current IV, we're looking at 62 cents. Of course, based on the short call premium, we have documented it's only 48 cents. Of course, it still, again, could be a little bit higher. But what we have here, we're looking at a range of 48 to 63 cents with an average of about 58 cents. And they increased 55 cents, so that wouldn't be too bad there. Of course, the stock's only about 17.5 cents, 17.50 there. Well, let's move on to NVIDIA. So NVIDIA's outstanding shares have gone up 30%. The stock has actually gone up. The stock price is only 63 cents. But last month's distribution, they paid out $2.56, which is almost their high there. As far as the dollar amount, as far as the yield, it's actually higher. Because if you look at the $2.62 that they paid out, that yield then was only 101%. But the highest dollar amount paid out was $2.62. If we look at the IV, we're only at 48% IV, so that's only $1.19 estimate. Short call premium received, though, is about $1.33. If we look at that, that's a big range between $1.19 and $2.56. It gives us an average of about $1.69. So we'll see. It's still significant price, right, of $29.53, so they could pay out a couple of dollars if they wanted without any significant damage here. And I can't remember the several previous months before that. Let me see real quick. Because sometimes they try to keep it around the same. Okay. So actually for the last 4 months, they were around 260 with the exception of May. They did $1.20. But the other 3 of the 4 months, they were 262, 261, and 256. So I don't know what they will do there. But I don't think they can go wrong either way. And then we have OARC here. The outstanding shares have increased 2%. Last month they paid. So when you look at that historical range for OARC, that's a huge range of 24 cents to $1.09. Just know that that like $1.09 stuff was like back in the very beginning, right? So it's rarely that high. In fact, that 53 cents was actually high for OARC nowadays. But looking here this month, the stock price itself has only gone up 4 cents. Based on the IV, we're only looking at about 25 cents. And then, based on the short call premium received, it's about 38 cents documented here. So it range between 25 to 53 cents here with an average of 39 cents, which is, probably about what the norm was. I think that 53 cents there was sort of out of the norm for OARC. And actually, that was not last month's distribution. That was the month before for some reason. So let me look to see if for some reason that one isn't pulling from the right place. So let me look. Nope. In fact, it's not pulling for some reason between OARC and Tesla. Maybe I got interrupted and didn't get to finish updating this spreadsheet. Snowy, we haven't had one yet. And then, yeah, that one's only had one. Okay. It's a good thing I checked those other ones just to make sure. So that was OARC. I'm going to copy those over. OARC to Tesla. I guess good thing I was looking at this spreadsheet or else I wouldn't have known. At least none of the rest of them were messed up. That's good to know. All right. So 40 cents was last month. Let me go back to look at the sheet because I was trying to see. Yeah, 40 cents would probably be 40, 45 cents, somewhere in there. But 53 cents was a little bit higher than it had been. So now that I did that, okay, I just want to make sure the data at the bottom was also updated with those. So we can see last month was 40 cents, and then we have the 25 IV and 38. So now at the bottom you can see our range is 25 to 40 cents with an average of 34 cents. So that looks better now. So let's move on to PayPay. So 19% increase in outstanding shares. PayPay has actually gone down a couple of dollars. since last month. Our distribution last month was 67 cents. Right now, based on IV, we're at 42 cents. Our short call premium receives about 51 cents. It gives us a range of 42 to 67 cents and an average of 53 cents. That is on the low side, but at the same time, PayPay has gone down significantly. We were at $18 and now we're below 16, so I expect that they're going to pay on the lower side. Historically, the lowest payment has been 47 cents. It's possible they pay down close to that this month due to the major loss that it's had. And then we have Snowy. So this will be the first distribution. The stock price has gone up $1.45. I guess it went up significantly today because I don't recall it being up that much. I could have sworn it was just up $20, $30, like this morning or something. I don't know. Maybe it was, and I just missed something at some point today. I don't know. Well, I do know snow did go up, so it did go up several dollars, so I guess that makes sense. But anyway, so based off this, we only have our IV of 38%, which gives us an estimate of 68 cents. And based on the short call premium that we have documented, that's about 82%, 82 cents received. So that only gives us about a 68 to 82 cent range with an average of 75 cents. Again, this will be the first distribution. So, yeah, it'll be, we'll see how that's going to go. I don't know what the actual initial estimate was on that as far as the IVs and stuff. I haven't done that good this past month about saving all of the IV data every week. And then if we move on to SQUE, our outstanding shares have gone up 20%. SQUE has actually gone up 51 cents, unlike Block, it's gone down. Last month, the distribution was 96 cents, which is about in the middle of their previous payments. Based on current IV, we would look at 70 cents. Based on the short call received, premium received, we're looking at 92 cents. So we have a range of 70 to 96 cents with the average of 86 cents. And they've gone up to 51 cents. So it's not looking too bad there. That range looks pretty decent, or even close to last month's data. So then we have Tesla here. The outstanding shares have actually gone down. I don't know if that was based on today because I know Tesla did go up a lot. I'm a little scared about how the deliveries report's going to come out in the morning, and I hope we don't lose everything that we just came up, because you always hate watching it and you're like, should I sell something? And then you don't do it, and then it turns around and does the opposite and goes back down. So I'm gonna really be watching this in the morning. But as of right now, this stock has actually come up a couple of dollars this past month. And in fact, look at this. Tesla and Tesla are ranking number one. And the reason these are yellow here for the distribution, because these are split adjusted. So that $2.13 was actually $1 or something right at the very beginning of Tesla. But, Tesla has done a reverse split. So these are adjusted based on that. And again, just like OARC, those initial ones is not anywhere near reality now. Last month's distribution was 64 cents, which is the lowest distribution that Tesla has had. Currently, based on the IV right now, which of course we've been volatile here recently, but that average or that estimate is 74 cents. Based on what we've documented as being received, we're looking at 80 cents. So that gives us a range of 64 to 80 cents with an average of 73 cents. We'll see, like I said, last month was the lowest distribution amount dollar-wise, which was 64 cents. And then we have crash here, and I still don't have some data added in with this that I should have here. So crash, the outstanding shares have gone up $1.63. Crash has actually gone down almost $3, but that was mostly today, right, when Tesla was going up. There's only been one distribution, which was last month, of 95 cents. Based on the current IV right now, we're at 76 cents, and based on the short put data, it's 56 cents. I don't know. One thing I don't have in here is the long call data, but yeah. I mean, we've lost a lot of money. I'm not sure how tomorrow's going to go. So I'm not sure that they'll even pay a higher amount anyway with the fact that the stock has lost $3. But right now our range is 56 to 95 cents with an average of 76 cents. Then we have Zomo here. It's gone up. Its outstanding shares have gone up 20%. The stock itself has only gone up 12 cents. So historically, we're 20 to 41 cents. Last month was 30 cents. Based on the current IV, it's 29 cents. And then based on the documented short call premium received, it's 42 cents. So our range is 29 to 42 cents with an average of 34 cents. And then we have YBit, and yeah, I'm not going to have that data there because this was just added. So I don't have the historical data up there. But the stock has gone down almost $2. It's only had one distribution here of $1.37. Based on current IV, it would be 80. We're looking at 84 cents. Based on the short call premium received here, 77 cents. However, I will note, because YBit's been in a separate workbook, but since, for those of you that have been watching, since it still had only been holding one ticker, BITO, I had added it to the single stock ETF workbook just to make less work for myself. So with that said, I probably did not pull over all of the trades for YBit from that workbook to this one. So this may not be the full data for the short call premium, just to let you know that. But right now, it's showing a 77 cent to $1.37 range with an average of 99 cents, which, I mean, still would make, sense based on the fact that the stock's only has dropped a couple of dollars also. So I don't think they would pay, too high anyway. Yeah, so all of this data is not pulled over here. All right, but I do believe that is everything. That includes our new ones, but not the new ones that won't pay out, like Abney. I'll have to remember to add that. But anyway, sorry for the long video. This was our one and only video for the week and the estimate. Like I said, I don't... Usually what happens, I try to get it out that night before, but then it takes so long for the holdings. Then by the time I do all of it, I figure... there's nobody there that wants to watch it anyway before the actual distributions come out. So then I just end up not doing it or not posting it, one or the other. So again, apologize for the delay in getting this out. And, and some of the data also not being 100% accurate as far as those short call premium received. But anyway, I know we'll have like I said, we'll have the announcement out Wednesday. And just remember, we do have a shorter trading day that day if you are one of those that like to buy, before the distribution. If you prefer to buy the stock, cheaper, you could wait until like Friday at 4 o'clock in the morning. assuming you have a brokerage that you can trade at 4 o'clock in the morning and you can buy them cheaper then, or even a little bit later, depending on if the market goes up or down on Friday. But anyway, I will talk with y'all later. Bye.